And then all right. Welcome to the Cluster API, AWS infrastructure provider, office hours, January 23rd, 2023. Share my screen. Let's see. No, that's not what I want to share. I want to share this. All right. You got the doc on the screen. And, we abide by the CNCF code of conduct. Or as we say it, be excellent to one another. So, yeah, no PSAs. And we got a couple items in the agenda. Richard?
Yeah, this is it's very formal. Yeah, one of them was I was going to raise some PRs to move back to using the Prowl release notes plugin. The main reason being that currently we originally used the release notes plugin for Prowl. Then we changed to using the GitHub client to generate those, because it gives you that nice little bit at the bottom that says, Daniel made his first contribution with this change. The problem with that is it doesn't allow us to annotate the PRs in any way with action needed, which when it comes to generating the release notes, I think we lose a lot of context, and we don't report stuff to the user and actions and things they need to be aware of. So I think if we move back to the Prowl release notes plugin, that basically means that every PR you have to explicitly say, there is nothing that is worthy of a release note entry, or there is like an action required. But you have to choose one, or you have to take that explicit action. So you have to think about it up front when you're creating the PR. So
is this an example of the GitHub?
So that, I think, which version? When was that?
This is Prowl, no?
This is Prowl, yeah. That looks like to be Prowl. And then there'll be one where it says you need to be there.
This one, no.
Oh no, this is GitHub. So if you go to that's like version release like 6.0 or something.
Wait. What? You want me to?
Yeah, is there a release for 0.6.0?
Oh, sorry, not draft, the new release. There should be, yeah, 1 second. Oh no, what did I just do? The Zoom. I don't want to annotate. No, I don't want to annotate. What is this? Okay. Okay.
So there's normally a bit right at the top that says, maybe it's just a little.
This is from 2020. So I all I was trying to find was an example to compare. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, let me so we did try and style it so it was basically like the headings were the same pretty much.
I see.
Let me have a look.
Okay.
It's been a while since. So if we get back to,
well, actually maybe what we can see is sort of the content. So well, this is bug fixes and features, right? Features and bug fixes. And well, we have bug fixes. Okay, so we're capturing that. So what aren't we capturing?
So I'd probably, so it's where someone makes a change, and the user needs to be aware of something. So these are all coming from like the PR titles, and there's no way for, say, me as an author of a change to explicitly say, "Hey, you." Here we go. If I send you this one in the chat window, where's my
Okay,
chat window
sorry.
gone? Here we go. Here, there we go. So it's release v 1.0.0.
Okay.
So what you'll see is the
Version upgrade notes.
yeah. So that no, you really must read this before. So those items in there come directly from the PR because someone's marked that PR as requiring a release note.
Oh, that's weird. This says release note none. Huh.
Yeah. These will just be generated. So if we go to, I don't know, one of the changes
There
then
we go.
feature.
This one V1 beta one, right? So let's see. This. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, it might not be directly related. Well, it is directly related, but I don't think they normally include.
So where I guess I'm just trying to find an example of where this comes from. So support upgrades directly.
This I'll probably pick the one where someone actually wrote it manually.
The API change maybe.
Um,
There we go. Oh, look at
okay.
this. Oh, I
Yeah.
wonder if all of this came.
Oh, I did
Look
it
at
in
this.
one. Yeah,
This.
it all came from there. Yeah,
Oh,
but you
but
can do individual. So if there's lots of them with that in there, it will
okay.
all add it for you.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's. So I guess one question that I have is it possible to combine the two, or is it just a very different process of creating the release notes? That is, could we ask Prowl to generate the release notes, then feed that in some way to the GitHub client? I don't know if we use the CLI.
Could do. Yeah, we use CLI in the yeah, we do. Yeah, I guess it is possible. I guess so they both try and generate the this what's changed bit as well, like the bug
I see.
fixes, and categorize it. But we could combine the two to get the the bit at the bottom saying, "Hey, Richard made his first contribution," because previously we just did that thanks section down the bottom there, which didn't really
Right.
call out anyone for making their first contribution.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do like this is the I guess the Prowl output, and it's missing the emojis, but otherwise it seems to cover everything that we need. So yeah, I don't have any objections. I think that it's much more useful for everyone to, or for that information from the release notes to automatically get inserted
Yeah,
into the release notes. That's very important, very useful. So.
yeah.
Um,
We did think about having a marking PRs as requiring release notes manually, but it puts it on the the reviewers and the maintainers then, doesn't it, as another thing that they have to do, whereas the people actually authoring the PR probably know best whether something is required.
I guess something like 2.0, that would be, this would be GitHub
Yeah,
generated.
yeah, and you get that bit at the bottom there, which is the new contributors, which we don't
Yeah.
get with the Prowl.
Okay.
Yeah, which is quite handy in itself.
the let's see, missing the new contributors. I see. So this is missing the new contributors section. Missing release notes information from PRs. combine the two. But yeah, switching back, that seems like a totally reasonable first step.
It also makes me think, should the Prowl release notes plugin actually do that list of new contributors as well as an option? It could be worthy
Oh, okay.
of a contribution upstream.
To I see. To compose the list of yeah.
And how easy that would be.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Um, do you know precisely what to do to switch it back? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Will you open
Yeah.
up a PR?
Yeah, so it's a couple, it's like a multi-stage process. So
Oh,
first we have to enable the plugin in test infra, so I can add that back in. Then we have to update our PR template to include the release notes code section.
oh, we removed that. Oh,
Yeah.
what is that?
So I think that should be it. I guess the only thing is that I'll only start to apply from new PRs. So if there's any sort of current PRs that have gone in that have action required, then we would need to just go back and retrofit the code block into it.
Okay.
And there's also an issue with the GitHub release notes generation that we have when we cut a new release branch. Is it when we cut a new release branch, or is it when we try and, because how it works is it compares the difference between the previous release tag and the new release tag to get that list of things that have changed. And when they're on different branches, which they might be because we're cutting a new release branch, then we find that actually it puts a load of duplicate entries in there on the release notes, which I guess it is a failure probably in how we structure our releases. But
I see. Does that kind of capture it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something that we can split up?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I can I'll come up with a list of the tasks.
Okay.
And then it'd be good to like share the knowledge, wouldn't it, of where these things
Yeah.
yeah.
Feel
Sounds
free
good.
to assign it.
So should I create an issue then with the tasks and what needs to be done in the various repos, and then we can.
Sure. And if there's an issue or a PR where we changed from Prow to GitHub, if you could link that, that would be helpful, because that'll probably explain a lot of what we need to change back.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Sometimes it's I can just find that information by doing the Git history of a specific file, but having having a PR link would be nice.
Cool.
What what about the LFX mentorship program?
Yeah, really, there's more people here just to see if anyone was interested in being a co-mentor. to
This is what's the X? This is Linux Foundation.
yeah, I don't know what the X stands for. I just always there must be a let's have a look.
Okay. And how does this work? Is this like Google Summer of Code? Someone
Yeah.
submits, and then
Well,
somebody has to specifically want to work on the AWS provider.
so basically projects like Kappa will submit a project to
Oh, I see.
and
Got
and
it.
that project has to have an issue in the project repo and a defined sort of goal and deliverable.
Got it.
And then people that are interested in it then sort of submit applications. They
Okay.
have like a 2 week period to submit applications, and then people that are going to be the mentors then review the applications and then select people for it.
Okay.
But yeah, they have to. Yeah, some people just don't write enough. They just say, "I want to work on it." Whereas a lot of other people say, "I want to work on it for these reasons. This interests me," and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that always helps. But yeah, we did it on CapG in the summer last year.
Okay.
And it was quite good.
Okay.
And actually, some of the people that were mentored have continued on and stayed contributing to Cappy in general. So it's a good way to get it your contributors. So yeah, I guess I did. There's a couple of issues. Well, there's one issue that sort of comes to mind, which we've had open for a while, which is around adding open telemetry and profiling to
Uh-huh.
Kappa.
And
So that's what we
profile is that separate, or is that
yeah. So I was thinking that open telemetry and basically profile a ppprof, so a ppprof endpoint.
okay?
So but yeah, I was wrapping them up into one. That's
Okay.
that's basically what we're going to be doing for CapG. But I was wondering if we do have the same issue for Kappa.
And the
But
open telemetry, that's a standard, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can have the multiple backends like Jaeger and Zipkin and things like that.
Compatible. Actually, I'm not sure how. Does that go in the logs, or
Well, distributed tracing is slightly different. It goes to. I think it does do logs as well. It does.
okay? But
It does different things. Yeah, so it does tracing and login, and does it do metrics as well?
let's see.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I guess we could add. We've got till the 31st. So we've got 8 more days to submit.
Okay.
Yeah, one
Oh,
thing
wait,
though.
did you say February 1st?
Well, it's 31st of Jan actually.
Oh, third. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. Yeah. Okay.
There is one complication though.
Yeah.
So when we did this on CapG, the CNCF allowed us to add the mentees to a CNCF GCP account, so that so the mentees didn't have to have their own GCP account. So I've yet to find, CNCF does have AWS accounts because we use them for
Yeah.
Prowl and things like that, but
Interesting.
I've yet to find a similar thing that the mentees could use. So that may be a slight problem.
Oh, so as far as I see, so yeah, infrastructure access. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So Yeah, getting infrastructure access for mentee may be a problem. CSF provide. Yes, I see.
Yeah, that's on my list of things to do, is try and find some people.
I see. Who could answer that question?
I will ping Dims maybe. Probably. Yeah, or Carlos. But yeah, Dims is probably a good first port of call, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll try and find, and then if not, I might ping some people at AWS and see if they might be willing to give some credits to the mentees, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it going to say? Okay. Yeah. For mentoring, depending on where. So were there any issues with time zones for for CapG, let's say last summer?
Not for me.
Okay.
The two mentees were in India, so it
They had a
was
good overlap. Okay.
I have a good overlap. But I guess for someone in California, for example, it'll be it's quite a different time zone, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So
So
yeah,
that could be an issue. But
yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call out.
okay.
Yeah, it depends where obviously people can submit from anywhere in the world.
Yeah. I guess
Just
the first step is if we want any mentees at all, we have to submit a couple, or yeah, we have to submit at least one proposal, and then that gets the ball rolling, and then we'll see where we are.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hey, yeah, and mentors can be changed as well. If all of the applications are from, let's say, India again, or that was selected, then we'd have to find someone more in a more suitable time zone to
Okay.
help.
Okay. Okay. So what do we need to create at least one of these proposals? It seems like a
So I can send you the one I did for CapG the other day.
uh-huh.
So here we go. I'll put it in the chat window. So it's not a lot. It's there you go. Oh, I could just put it in the doc straight away, couldn't I?
Oh, I can put it in there. It's fine. So this is I see, this is from last summer.
No, this
Or
is for this year. So this.
oh, for this year. Okay.
Yeah, so we have to do equivalent.
Okay. So we could do something similar.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna sneeze, but apparently not. Apparently muting. You don't want
I
to
hate that.
sneeze, just mute yourself and you won't sneeze.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with the open telemetry or the chief prof ideas. I know a little bit. I mean, I know the concepts a little bit, especially I think PPROF. I think I've done that before, but maybe not in a large project. Just a small kind of example for myself. So yeah, I don't know if I could write those from scratch, but I could definitely pair up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, there's examples out there as well. So like on the open telemetry side, Cap C have already put open telemetry in.
Okay.
So there is there's prior art that we can look at, or the mentees can look at.
Okay.
I don't think they got PP Prof, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But we could choose something else as well. It's just one idea.
Okay. Um,
I guess the caveat is it must be deliverable in 12 weeks, and a lot of that time has to include probably never have experience with cluster API. Got to learn that. Maybe learn some other bits and bobs. So the time soon goes.
okay. Yeah, 12 weeks is not as long as it seems, I remember.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Older I get, it goes quicker.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can continue this thread on Slack.
Yeah, sounds
Um,
good.
okay. I don't have anything else. We could do a little bug triage. I guess I could stop recording now.
Yeah, not so.
All right. Oh, that was the stop share. All right, stop.